Greetings, DMs, GMs, and players. This is the Insomniac GM, and today it's been a while since I've created a video, and I wanted to let you guys know what I've been working on. You can consider this as a GM diary of a sense. So I've been working on a Pathfinder First Edition campaign for one of my co-workers and his friend, and we haven't exactly set up the entire party just yet because I'm still flushing things out, but I wanted to show what I have ready for the players. So first off, on Target, they do a lot of sales, and they did a buy two get one free deal, and their books are a lot cheaper. So I got 5 copies of the pocket edition of Pathfinder First Edition. Technically one of them is my copy. If I have 5 players, then I'm good right there. If not, I get to keep my 5th copy. If not, that's fine. But I have 5 copies for 4 or 5 players. And once again, it was buy 2, get 1 free. I ended up getting some other books with that too, but the other thing is I made folders out for each one of my players. In each folder, I provide 2 character sheets. With these character sheets, I may have to provide a little bit more later on. I gotta see how session 1 goes, but my players, they know that the way IGM is a lot more lethal, more in the sense of like OSR than like 5th edition and Pathfinder and that. So we've talked about like running it the way I would normally run it, where the players have very little hit points. They need to communicate with other NPCs and all that just to gather information on what they're going to be dealing with and just not run in blindly. But however, I don't know who our other party members are, and there's a chance we may not have enough people with that. And yeah, so we'll see. Now, for my homebrew setting, I've limited what races my players can play. So I provided stats for each race that the players can be with their abilities, stat modifiers, etc. Now, some of these are 3.5 exclusive, some of these are Pathfinder exclusive, and some I had to tweak a little bit. Examples of this is like the Snow Elf. I used the Pathfinder rules for that. Now, creating myself, I had to take, in my setting, I have the Shard Mine from 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons, which is like a psionic crystal person. I also have the Goliath from 3.5. Yeah, it's just a mixture of different editions of Dungeons and Dragons when it comes to the races. I much prefer in my campaigns making the world feel more real than having a bunch of options that just don't make sense. And my players seem pretty happy about the idea of what races I have chosen. So that's a plus. I was a little worried with that. And I provided a few pages of line paper. So if they want to take notes, if they want to put down what's in their inventory instead of using it on the character sheet, if they want to, they just not use it. It doesn't matter. So these players have never played 3.5/Pathfinder before. So I provided a little cheat sheet on the action economy for them. That way they can draw upon this if they need to during their turn. And back in my Galaxy Operation Guide video, I showed off this sheet. Now, I used this in my DM notes themselves. Actually, here's one right here. I marked locations of where certain things are. I have blank spaces because I'm going to be rolling random encounters for every hex, which really good chance nothing will happen, but you never know. Sometimes things may happen. They may get bad or worse. Well, if the players feel like mapping out what's going on in the world, the sheet is here for them to rely on. Another thing I haven't gotten around to, well, frankly, I forgot to pick it up, is I wanted to pick up some like tape and put a little piece of tape right in the corner here, and right on there, Archives of Memphis. So if my players do want to end up using Memphis, they can, which with my rules for the game, they can play any class from Pathfinder First Edition, but I've told them already the core rulebook has like just the core classes. I'm not buying them any other books. If they want to use something other than that, they got to go on Archives and FS, or they have to go out and buy the book themselves. Now, I also want to get a piece of tape to put the players' names down. But this is the first time I've actually gone this far out with these folders. I wanted to do it before COVID happened, but then our games went online, and at this point, our games are going to stay online for that group. But yeah, so that's the video for today. In the comments, please let me know, what do you do for your players? Do you create a folder for them? How do you organize their character sheets and other information? What tools do you give your players to use? Until next time, take care.